Speaking of the business of pro wrestling, we mentioned it earlier. I'm glad Brother Math is back because this Trey Miguel situation. It's been an evolving one. I was wondering if we were going to get more news about it today, and of course we tap into the second episode of TNA on AMC. And what last week the big news was Trey Miguel, who was 1/4 of the Rascalz, had signed to AEW. They had 3 of the 4 on TV on Dynamite. Trey Miguel was not seen on TV, and soon word was I believe he tweeted that he was dealing with some mental health issues and was going to be stepping away from the ring. Around the same time, a report said that Trey Miguel was released from his AEW contract.
And make sure the other big point that was always made in that story was it was above Tony Khan. And I was like, was it
who else?
father?
Who else is this?
That was the first question. Is it
Jesus?
because it was Brian Alvarez was quoted as saying that it had nothing to do with any AEW talent. It didn't come from Tony Khan. It came from way up. Maybe a day later, there was more clarification that said that. Well, let me stop. While this was going on, the timeline started the timeline, and they started to try and figure out if they could pinpoint what would have been the reason why somebody way up had said we can't have Trey Miguel. I'd seen one report had also said that back 6 years ago, Tony Khan tried to hire Trey Miguel, and they were saying that Warner Brothers Discovery wasn't trying to hire him then because of something he said. I still don't know if I've seen
6 years ago they owned AEW.
AEW began in 2019,
and Warner Brothers owned them.
They were on TV.
They were their TV.
They've been on their TV,
but did they own them?
No, they never owned them.
No, but
so if you have TV rights, you get to say who's on your roster.
Remember Fox. Fox was like, you better put Roman Reigns on Friday.
Yeah, but they didn't say. But Roman was already a person. They can't say you can't hire AJ Styles if AJ Styles isn't on the roster.
He wasn't on the roster.
But they can tell you, hey, we would rather not do that. And like, remember they
we don't want him on the TV.
Yeah, that's
they can say we don't. They can say we don't want him on the TV. They cannot say we don't want him in your company. They can't say that.
But
those are two separate things.
No, but they can make that suggestion, and you be like, well,
they can't make that suggestion. They can't.
But
I think
it's regardless. I think regardless, if the report is true that Tony Khan was trying to hire him in 2020, he didn't. Trey Miguel, I believe, has been in and out. I don't know what the Trey Miguel situation is, and I do not want to speculate on it. But before we even went to record tonight, and I see Sean Tragedy mentioning the Jay Briscoe situation, and there are similarities to that. It literally, it feels like the same as that situation. But before we recorded tonight, there was a report that said that TNA was looking to get Trey Miguel back on TV.
What AMC say?
And AMC said, "Oh, word, we got a spot for him tonight."
Was like, shut up.
We got a spot
you
for
want
him
live
tonight.
TV, don't you?
It don't.
You want some live TV, don't you? Shut up.
No. No disrespect, Cal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe none of this shit.
Hey.
It doesn't make it just doesn't make sense to me that Trey Miguel, no disrespect to Trey Miguel, because I love Trey Miguel. I really do like Trey Miguel. I think he's good people.
Mm-hmm.
How did he get on the radar? That's my question.
Trey Miguel?
How did Trey Miguel trigger anything with Warner Brothers Discovery?
My question would be, I don't know if is there a process where is Is there some sort of vetting? Is there some sort of somebody who goes through old social media posts or whatever?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to impede the conversation.
No,
Cal, you said when did the deal between AEW and Warner Brothers start? When did it officially started
AEW's
January 2025?
No, well,
That's what it says.
AEW's been on TNA or TNT and TBS since 2019, since they started though. So they've had it.
TBS is owned by
That's Warner Brothers, yeah.
That's Warner Brothers. Okay. Going back to what Sean Tragedy says, that this sounds like a Jay Briscoe situation. It is absolutely not a Jay Briscoe situation. I cannot see the type of person that Trey Miguel is. He is not saying, doing anything nefarious.
that's a good word.
It is a good word.
That's a hell of a word.
In public. And I'm like borderline gonna stand on that, because you don't know who you don't know, right? You don't know everybody and what they would do, right? I can say my son won't do that, but then in retrospect, he will probably do something crazy that I just don't know, right?
That's why I was going, Mimi, because I had that conversation while I was away from my bag. Go ahead.
So at the end of the day, the type of person that I've seen this man on the timeline in person, relationships that he has had, it is not a Jay Briscoe situation. I will say it was not a Jay Briscoe situation. And if we're going to talk about being woke on the timeline, every fucking body is woke on the timeline.
Well, everybody. Performative is the word that people use for Kai Cenat, and I think that's what a lot of people do on the timeline. I think the problem is without knowing what happened with Trey Miguel, the way they're painting it is
they have to.
They're painting it the same way they're doing the Jay Briscoe situation.
Yeah, they have to.
I think the only thing is that a lot of people readily knew what Jay Briscoe, there were reports on what Jay Briscoe said at the time those tweets went out, and then it came back up when he apologized. There may have been something about Trey Miguel. I don't know if there's been a specific thing.
I've not seen anything. I feel like that would have been circling around already.
But what I'm saying is the way that this story is being broken down in the dirt sheets is the same way that they said with Jay Briscoe. WBD doesn't think that they can be on TV for things that they said in the past, and so Tony Khan didn't bring the Briscoes in,
but
it wasn't.
That was clear, but that was clear though, Cal. Right? What they said and how the characters that they portrayed and what they actually didn't say was very, very clear.
I agree.
I'll be honest. I was surprised because I started liking them, and then that stuff started coming out, and I was like, I thought they were an exception. Literally, I thought they were an exception because of the way they were super backwards. I thought it was a gimmick until I was like, this is real. This is real. So now this is real, but they're like not racist. Oh, great. Oh, they are racist. Oh, okay.
They are.
Oh, they are. Okay. So, and I'm looking at Sean Tragedy said background checks, and I'm like, what do you mean background checks? We got
that can't be accurate.
That's the thing.
I don't know. We had someone, we had a very good close and personal came on here and then was working for a much smaller company than Warner Brothers or any of those, and they scrubbed her background and watched the podcast and say, nah, don't you do that.
That's accurate. That is accurate.
That is accurate.
But say, nah, don't do that no more. But nah, you can't be a part. Like that's no.
But I think the one thing that you're bringing up, Mimi, that I think is important in this is if it's not what they're saying in the dirt sheets,
it's not.
Well, then the question is, what is it? You know what I mean? Because it has to be something that they said, not this guy right here. The rest of y'all good. You get out. You can't be over here.
This is my question to Sean Tragedy, because he's saying his background checks. they did have an issue with Sammy Guevara. Some of the shit Sammy Guevara was saying.
Right.
He had a whole title on Sammy Guevara, not once, not twice, not thrice, motherfucker.
He said some shit. He has said some shit on a podcast about Sasha Banks while she was in WWE, right?
About grapes.
Yeah, it was a very ridiculous conversation, if I remember correctly.
Very crazy.
So I don't.
All right.
Talk to me, cuz.
The Sammy Guevara was clearly
you can't say it. You can't. You treading light.
Well, you got
Go ahead, just say it. Just say it.
I don't care about none of that.
Okay.
I know I'm gonna speak clearly for myself.
Clearly.
But
Okay.
the truth for Homeboy was he said something talking in the language of weird internet niggas, right?
But that don't.
That's Lordy shit, yeah.
No. That's and what that was we knew what you was talking about, but we gotta tell you can't talk like that. And that's what that was.
It was still wrong.
No, wait,
yes,
wait,
and
wait,
there was
wait.
There was a clear.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't mean to stop you, Sean.
No, I said what I said.
Who's to say that we knew what you were talking about?
No, I don't.
No. I know what you're saying, but I understand that it's cool because the lady he was speaking about gave him grace on that. If that never happened, I think that's the reason why.
I don't. He needs to be disciplined for that because it was wrong what he said.
Correct.
Right?
So what Trey Miguel do?
We don't really know for certain.
Okay. I thought I had missed the plot. Okay.
No. The whole it's been a lot of speculation and there's been conversation that he said
A lot of
something
speculations
online,
about the money I've made. You got this. No. Listen,
I don't think that was speculation,
I'm sorry,
but okay.
but we about to put a moratorium on DDM and time. Dapper Daniel, you can't miss 30 minutes of something and be like, what y'all niggas talk about? No, we are never going back to that. We are never.
But yeah.
I mean, I know y'all talking about Trey Miguel. I was going back and forth between TNA.
Shout out to Lena Black.
I mean, I don't know if anybody cares, but Dana.
I'm watching. I
Nigga.
See?
I just don't believe Warner Brothers is telling somebody who could come in their locker room. I could say they could say who could be on their TV, but not in their locker room. Like I just can't see that.
And I don't think
special little nobodies. Like who are you talking to when it was it the Briscoes or was it Trey Miguel? Because Trey Miguel absolutely would not.
Let's not. That nigga ain't got our last name.
I don't know.
I believe Mimi believes Trey Miguel would not say anything within that vein.
I don't. Oh shit. I don't. Just like Cuz said, they kind of understood what Sammy Guevara was saying. Like we understand that he's speaking in this term.
Mm-hmm.
That same grace wouldn't be given if.
I think that's my thing. It's really, especially when Sammy Guevara said it under. It's not like he said it years ago. He said it under contract and was disciplined under contract. It makes it's kind of muddy between the two situations.
This might be the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
But from us going to and being at that first show and watching what they've done, especially the first couple of years with Sammy Guevara, we know they had plans for Buddy.
Yeah, they were pushing.
And I'm gonna be honest, all that foolishness derailed most of it. He's fine, yes.
He's a couple of ROH champions right now. That's kind of it.
Foolishness derailed a great deal of all the quote unquote plans.
Absolutely,
he was a pillar.
But those plans would have Tony Khan in the office like, oh man, but we was going. That's a cake. He throwing the cape on.
Yeah.
If Tony Khan ain't got a cape on Trey Miguel, I think he could wrestle. But I don't have plans. I can see that being a very different conversation because I ain't got the same plans I got for this nigga.
Well, I think, and a lot of people echoed that too.
But he signed a group of motherfuckers. So there's plans
for something
for sure. Granted, it's a group of people.
That's the group. The group in wrestling.
That's a rough one. It's an interesting one. But again,
I still don't believe that shit, Cal.
So, guys, what would you if you had to throw something out?
What you mean?
What's the theory?
Do you give any? Well, let's because it's been in the chat. Do we give any credence the conversation that MJF is dealing with his Trey Miguel's ex-old lady or whatever?
I mean, that's his wife,
right?
So
I feel like
niggas online is saying the higher power that people were referring to when
was
it
MJF
was Maxwell.
That was the first theory that went out there.
He's higher than Tony Khan.
He just won that title, and they think the thought is high. I don't know if he's high, but not my wife.
I'm gonna say
shout out to Cody. So fucking insecure.
I'm gonna say it's I feel like it's a couple. It's things that have coupled together. So it could be, yeah, he said these things online, whatever it is. And our guy doesn't really rock with him like that. So
2 strikes.
Yes, it's 2 strikes. You know what? Let's just move them out the way. We already got 3 of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, sadly, I think that's the main key. Outside of this conversation we just had, I don't know if we're ever going to get down to brass tacks of what happened here.
That's funny. That's funny.
One more time. The devil strikes again.
And again, Trey Miguel literally went a week from out to. What was that? Was that an X division? It was a qualifier match. They had briefcases up on posts and whatnot. Like they was vying for future opportunities. I'm assuming he's going to be on TNA like he was, just Rascal Dolo.
Was Tommy Dreamer at the door of the ring like, nigga, you shouldn't have left.
I told you not to go. I told you not to go.
Special little nobodies. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Special nobody said MJF don't draw money on
Special little nobody. That, my friend, is a lie.
That might be a lie. That might be a lie. Because they keep putting the strap on, son. So
they love MJF. They love that man.
They might love him, but that doesn't mean that he's moving any needles. Stop thinking that just because they putting something on somebody, that means
I watch
shit.
I just argued with my cousin.
I don't believe it.
I just yelled at my cousin last week for this shit.
Yeah, that did happen.
I yelled. Me and my cousin was yelling at each other like we hated each other
over MJF.
We do that all the time over MJF.
We do that anyway.
Yeah, just y'all ain't even see how they argue to BRP 50.
All right, listen, G Dixon, all right. Saying he's not a needle mover, just tell everybody you in the bag like me in the bag.
Oh no.
And
in what bag?
In the bag, like I'm all ready for the other side. I don't care what they doing.
No, am I for the other side?
I don't think you're from the other side, but I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
I don't care what I know. All I know is
I know. I'm not.
I've seen history. I love the History Channel.
Absolutely history, and they have no friggin' history. They have absolutely no history.
They did it this time.
Maxwell J. Fucktard does not have any history. Sorry, YouTube.
Damn, Chad is really.
Chad is crazy.
Rock said he's
the chat is doing. The chat is doing exactly what I knew the chat would do.
The chat.
That is funny.
Hey,
Rock, that's hilarious.
Is the reason.
If you say you can't come, you can't come. That's what Rock said. I was gonna say I guess we'll see, but I don't think we'll see. Like,
No,
I
no,
think
no. This will never.
This is a wrap.
You're never
This
gonna
is a
see.
wrap.
This will never, because this was one of those times.
Yeah, it's an official wrap for that.
Mimi getting us demonetized on our treasure.
We got to get out of here soon.
You know what it is? It's this
what's
like
that?
nonsensical stuff that just drives me
It-
to the end.
It's
of the earth.
wrestling.
It's just like
No,
it isn't. It's nonsensical, right? Wrestling is nonsensical.
The
They gave me
week
a pulse tonight because I've
I-
not had
I
a
will-
pulse in a very long time.